Meiying's sewing machine. Standing there when I was a child, it was my mother's sewing machine. Pata 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 pata. Thousands of times I've heard the sound. The sewing machine was my mother's dowry. Carrying the sewing machine over mountains and rivers, my mom left southern Taiwan to get married. When she was in elementary school, she was often the best student in her class. However, in the poor countryside, it was impossible for a girl to continue her education. Hiding her tears, my mom followed my grandfather's arrangements for her to become an apprentice to a seamstress. She learned how to make new clothes and mend clothes too. 2 years and 3 months later, she became a seamstress. She altered clothes and made women's dresses in a clothing store. The night before she was going to marry, my grandmother said to her, "Meiying, after you get married, be sure to be diligent. Take care of your family. Help your husband and educate your children. Though you'll live a hard life in the beginning, there is a proverb that says, 'Every blade of grass has its own drop of dew.' If you have good skills and work hard, heaven will always leave a door open. Mom has nothing valuable to give you but this sewing machine. I hope you will have a happy marriage. I give you my blessing." From then on, the sound of the sewing machine in the room never stopped. Pada pada, pada pada. A piece and a piece, a suit and a suit. My mom made students' uniforms and men's suits in the daytime while she mended clothes at night. Pada pada, pada pada. The day before I started elementary school, my mom made my pants shorter by folding up the hem on each leg and sewing it. This way, your pants won't get dirty and you still can wear them next year. Pada pada, pada pada. The night before I participated in a speech contest in my second year of junior high school, my mom altered my elder sister's white dress for me. "It will make you look great on stage," she said. Pada pada, pada pada. I had to do a sewing project for my home economics class in senior high school. We had to make a puffy dog. Although I worked hard on it all day long, it didn't look very good. While I was sleeping, my mom fixed it and left it beside my bed. She smiled and said, "Silly girl, the puffy dog you sewed looked like a thin monkey." Pada pada, pada pada. When I left my hometown and lived on my own as a college student, my mom sewed my name onto my comforter and pillowcase. As she was sewing, she reminded me, "Take care of yourself." Pada pada, pada pada. The day my mom got the news on the phone that my grandma had passed away, she stayed in her room all night. She didn't sew or mend clothes. She just oiled the sewing machine, polished it, and then stepped on the pedal of it silently. It sang and sang. Pada pada, pada pada. Pada pada, pada pada. A lovely young girl left her home and her parents and traveled many miles away to marry. In a strange new place, the only thing that she was acquainted with was the sewing machine. Pada pada, pada pada. The time flies so quickly. Now she is a mother herself. Her own mother's words are always in her ears. They are words she never forgets. Be diligent, help your husband, educate your children, and step on the pedal of your sewing machine all day long. Pada pada, pada pada. Feeling distressed, the lovely girl missed her mom so much, but she was not there. Living in heaven, She looked after the girl day and night and blessed her whole family. We should always try to be cheerful. We should thank God for everything. Let's step on the sewing machine as usual in the future. Pada pada, pada pada. Keep on walking, keep on working.